Oh, hey y'all. Hey Capricorn, it's Honey Priestess. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your first monthly video. This video is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for November 2019. This is your general reading. If you are not a Capricorn and it is not November 2019, but you were still guided to be here, then you are in the right place. Okay? Let's get started. You're the only reading I'm doing this evening because I have to go take care of some things. So I'm excited about this one, but I'm actually confused about what is in front of me. So we got a lot to work through, okay? So let's get started. So for the oracle cards, I have Man Holding a Heart, 45, breaking down to a 9. I have the Thinking Man, 46, breaking down to a 10 or a 1. The Thinking Woman, 47, breaking down to an 11 or a 2. Community, number 7. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Michael, first chakra, 35, breaking down to an 8. Now, first thing that I noticed, obviously, was the 45, 46, 47. Like, the whole sequence of it all. I don't know exactly why that's important. Maybe it's just for shock value. My guys are not beyond that. Okay, y'all. Love is going to have a part of your November 2019. I'm just start there. I don't know why I'm getting that. I almost feel like this thinking man and this thinking woman are like the higher selves of both of your, of like each person. Right? So if this is a relationship, this is like your higher selves kind of like guiding you guys or informing you guys. It's like you guys both know that you should be together, or it's just going to be very like apparent that there's something spiritual going on. If you knew this was coming or you manifested it, I feel like you knew there would be some type of spiritual or deeper connection because you wanted that. You know, I feel like you manifest that. But I think it's going to be recognizable in November. Some of you guys already know this person. Some of you guys might already be in contact with this person. If you're not in contact, I feel like you guys will come into contact over the next 2 to 3 months. But whenever this applies for you, I feel like when you hear this not long after, whether it be November or down the line, a couple months, you guys are going to like realize that you have that connection. Like it's like your higher selves are working to bring you guys the understanding that this is what you manifested. This is your soulmate. This community tells me, I don't know, you know, like, I would think this would be more like friends and stuff, but every time I've gotten this card, I won't say every time, but most of the time I've gotten this card, it feels like guides, like your guides, your ancestors, like the people who are looking out for you, they're like really, really ordaining this. And beyond that, whoever is pursuing this, they're being guided to. Okay, what is going on here, Capricorn? What is this? I also see this as one party, the party who's coming in. They might be fully aware that this is what they want to do, what they're supposed to do. But I almost I don't know, they feel driven to make this happen, but I don't think they're aware of the full extent of how spiritual this is going to be. Right? They're feeling the effects of it, and they're going to recognize it, and it's like their higher selves are trying to guide. This is so woo-woo. Their higher selves are trying to guide them to understand that this is that deep. But right now, they're just going off with compulsion and just attraction and just being fully ready. The other energy seems to know exactly what's going on, but doubting it. But they've known for a while. This is the party that like consciously manifested this. They probably were more aware of what they wanted and who you were before, or who the other person was before the other person knew. So if this is somebody, if you've known them, it's like this party knew that the other party was their soulmate, but they had to wait. So now the wait is over, and now it's like, oh my God, it's really happening. And they're kind of going through their own thing, and their guides are trying to communicate with them as well. But this is a divine pairing that's supposed to bring stability. Underneath that is adjacent possibilities and 6th chakra, which is your third eye here. I feel like the way they're coming in is unexpected. Some of you guys are gonna get confirmation through like dreams. Some of you guys might get confirmation in just really weird ways. And I feel like if you're expecting this or you're wanting this to happen, it's like it's not gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen. Especially for the party who's been waiting on the other person to kind of wake up. Like, it just might go the whole process might go a little differently than you thought. I don't really know how to say that. I feel like you're just going to have to trust your intuition and go with the flow. And really check in with yourself to see if you're feeling a sense of like uneasiness or if you're feeling secure about it. I feel like you guys are going to be able to tap into how secure you are, but you might have fears coming up that are going to try to convince you that you're not doing the right thing or this is a whole bunch of mess or whatever. If you are in a relationship already, wow, under these 3 cards is the woman holding a heart. Basically, this person's pair. If you're in a relationship already, this feels like something being taken to another level with you and your partner. Ooh. Some of you guys are going to realize you really want to marry this person. Maybe you've been like, oh, this is my person, whatever. But maybe it's like it hits you like, oh, wow, like, I gotta lock this down. Like, now it's time to save up for a ring. Like, it's that kind of, it's just something shifts. Even if it's not that drastic yet, even if it's just like you've been dating this person maybe for a couple of months, this is like realizing you love them. Like, love them. Like, it's not just a relationship that's going good. It's like, what in any scenario that you're in, things get a lot more serious. I also want to say, this is kind of unrelated, but I also want to say I feel like something's coming together on a creative level or on a career level. You might get some type of inspiration. I don't know. I just feel like a meeting of like, it's just a perfect harmony, something that's a perfect fit for you. Maybe you get a creative hit and you finally get an idea on how to increase your business, help your business. You might get an intuitive hit about, not intuitive hit, but you might get like an offer and then you get an intuitive hit that this is right for you because everything comes together. Maybe you... if there's a job, maybe you didn't know what you want to do for a while, and then a job kind of presents itself, and it's like, oh wait, that checks off all the boxes. Maybe you were looking for a job that checked off all these boxes, but because you didn't have the focus, it was just kind of stressing you out that you didn't know what to do. Um, it's like something works out so that all of your needs are met. You get the money, you get the flexibility, you get the benefits, you get the time to focus on your creative endeavors. You get the advancement, you get the push in your career that you're looking for, whether that's creative or not. But it's like something, they all come together. Everything converges and comes together beautifully. And I don't think you saw it coming. I don't think that you realized, again, that whole energy of like not being able to see it right now, like just not seeing how it's working out, but it's working out and it's bringing in stability, and you just have to trust it. And I feel like you're going to be able to trust that it's stable. Some of you guys are going to yeah, okay, I just need to say this. Like, some of you guys are like, oh my God, is Mercury retrograde? No. Listen, if you get a contract or an offer during this time, take your time to read it and pray on it. But this is the kind of thing that's been coming into form for a while. I would highly suggest not getting so caught up on, oh my God, it's a Mercury retrograde, I can't move, that you miss this opportunity, right? Retrogrades don't have to work against you. Do not have to work against you. If you have a natal Mercury retrograde, I'm pretty sure Mercury retrogrades make you more in your element. So there's that for people who need to hear that. But yeah, take your time. Don't be paranoid. But do be sure about what you're signing. I think you're going to be very intuitively sure about that, though. So don't hold your breath because you think that nothing lasts that comes during the retrograde. I don't know. Some people just need to hear that. We're going to move on. This is a very interesting start. I hate when I feel confused because I'm like, man, am I really hearing this? I'm telling you. As many readings as I've done at this point, it's like I still am like, really? Like, are y'all sure? All right, let's get into the main spread. I don't know if I mentioned this, but any information that you need is down below in the description box. Details about how to interpret readings. Reaching me if you need me. The decks I'm using. A lot of my disclaimers are in there, but be sure to be an intuitive listener. If this isn't for you, don't try to make the shoe fit. If it's for you, or you know some of the roles are a little mixed up, or I'm speaking on a situation that relates, but it's not exactly this, but it still relates and it resonates, then just hold on to it. Like, just be the intuitive listener. You can trust yourself when it comes to these readings, okay? Okay. Let's see what's up. Spirit, can I get messages for Capricorn for November 2019? Spirit, can I get messages for the Capricorn collective for November 2019? Whoa. Spirit, get messages for the Capricorn collective for November 2019. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, child. What is this? All right, so we have the King of Swords. I don't know if y'all can see that. This old MacBook, y'all. The Five of Swords. My guys know what they're doing to me right now, and I'm irritated by it. Okay, Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, okay? I wonder what's under that. The Knight of Swords. Y'all are playing with me. And then the Three of Pentacles, y'all are playing with me. Whew! All right, y'all. I'm just shook. They're really communicating with me in a very specific way right now. Some of you guys are not going to trust this offer that's coming in from this person. You're not going to be able to trust that things are really what they are because you've been betrayed by them in the past. If you're in a relationship where, or you're dealing with somebody, building a relationship with somebody that's hurt you, you're building a relationship with somebody that's hurt you, or the history's been funky or whatever, and now it's turning into something worth your time, you're going to start second guessing it. Again, that Mercury retrograde energy, that's why they want me to bring it up. That energy of being nervous about any offers that are coming in, tangible offers that are coming in, or creative hits, whatever the case might be, doubting them because you can't really trust yourself or your sense of intuition. You feel like your intuition has failed you at this point. Okay, some of you guys, really doubt your sense of judgment. You doubt your sense of judgment and you doubt your sense of intuition. Whoever this person is, I feel like on an intuitive level, you feel like they were better people than they've shown you they are or they can be. I think you thought of them as a good person, an honest person. Honest is coming up. So I'm getting like lies or secrets or just holding out. Some of you guys thought that they were really pure. That's a weird word to get. I'm almost getting like righteous, like, and not in a haughty, prideful way. Like you really thought they were just honest to God, good people, morally good people, spiritually sound people, spiritually favored people, pure. I don't know. You just thought the world of them in some way, shape, or form, and they failed you. They showed you a side that you experienced a side of them that you didn't really like experiencing. You didn't expect to experience. Or even if you did expect to experience them because you're just naturally kind of skeptical, it just hurt you to see it with you. I don't think you thought that they could be that way with you. And then they were. And then it was a process of you trying to figure out why someone who you so genuinely believed in and cared about, and you felt the same about you, how they could do that to you, right? And now they come around with their offer. Now they come around with, you know, maybe if you're in contact with them, everything seems to be going good, and you're like, so when do you screw me over again? And you're waiting on it because it came out of nowhere the last time and you don't want to be caught off guard. But they're giving you something very genuine and solid and something that they want to grow. Like they're willing to invest in you fully. I feel like that energy is in the past and you're just in here like literally look at this card, right? Two of Wands looks different every deck. But look at this one. He's sitting up there with his guns crossing him. It's almost, it reminds me of like the traditional, like in the Rider-Waite deck, the Two of Swords, where she's sitting there with a blindfold with swords up, defensive of herself. It's almost like that energy, but it's Two of Wands. Like, this person's not blindfolded. Like, this person will shoot if necessary. I'm just trying to find out if I need to. That's the energy right here. This Five of Pentacles at the bottom, too, is kind of telling me that you're operating from a space of lack. Again, if this is the job thing coming together, you're operating out of a space of things not working out on a job level or things not working on a creative level. Maybe you haven't been able to get your business off the ground and you get this intuitive hit and you're like, well, God, I can't. This needs to work. I don't have time for my business to tank anymore. If it's a job, you're like, wow, like something about the job appears, it's like you're trying to nitpick. You're like, okay, well, what's the problem? There's no way something this good is just coming into my field. What's going on? Right? You can't believe that things are finally working out for you, whether it's career, whether it's relationships. This Nine of Swords and this Three of Pentacles under that is kind of like giving me the sense of you don't want to be impulsive with this decision. You want this to be solid. You need this to be solid. Like, you can't not have this not be solid. And because, I don't know if I said that correctly, but y'all understand what I'm saying. And because it's coming in so quickly and it seems to be going so quickly and you seem to be like, it's not that you're not ready for it, but now that it's here, it's like you don't know what to do. You've been in a space of lack and doubt and mistrust and just overall and low vibrations when it comes to this. You didn't see it happening like this. Now it's happening like this. It's not happening exactly the way you thought it would happen. In fact, it's coming together a little better than that. And you're like, ooh. What do you want me to clarify? Oh, they said clarify everything. Okay, so we got a reading in front of us. We'll get to work. Okay. I wish y'all, I'm not going to break down my personal life and the way that my guys communicate with me. But if y'all knew how petty these cards were, particularly this King of Swords, I want to talk about it. Because they know what they've been doing. They know what they're doing. I still get tripped out when my own readings, like, relate to me. And this one, like, it does relate to me. But, like, in an interesting, I don't know how to explain it. And I'm not going to try to. But still, this happens with me all the time where, like, one or two of my readings relate. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was reading for everybody else. Cut this. All right, y'all. Let's clarify the King of Swords for me, please, for November 2019. Clarity for the King of Swords for Capricorn for November 2019. Clarity for the King of Swords for November 2019. Okay. I have the Five of Staffs or the Five of Wands, the Devil, the Five of Coins, I'm sorry, the Four of Coins. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Coins. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. This is the person. Okay. For those who are dealing with somebody, this is the person. Literally, like, oh my God, their true color just came out. You definitely had a falling out with this person. If it wasn't a falling out, even if it wasn't like dramatically explosive and stuff like that, somebody got cut off. And you guys cut each other off. It was like you saw a side of them you didn't want to believe, right? You really saw some of their insecurities come to light and some of their dirt. Like, I feel like, again, that pure, just, oh my gosh, it wasn't like you had like I don't want to say that you were being willfully, like, dumb. I don't want to say that. I feel like they were intentionally keeping you away from seeing what was really going on. And then it came out because their actions were so foul and they stunk so bad that you realize, oh, this person does have more insecurities and does have more issues. I don't know. It just kind of took them off the throne for you. Okay. It dethroned them for you. Oh, that Knight of Swords earlier. It dethroned them. It kind of took away the allure. It really was like mask off moment. You know, oh, I see how you really are. I thought you cared about me. You only care about yourself. You not only care about yourself, but you're hiding things from me. Intentionally hiding things from me. You realize this person has deep issues. Deep. They're all different. But I do know they were careful of hiding them from you. There's something in their lives that really crippled them. I also think they came from a strong space of lack and stubbornness. They were really, really concerned about the image that they kept up around you. And they were very, very intentional about that. I think you guys might have started as friends or had like a casual flirting relationship. Might have been even just casually hooking up. And you guys cared about each other more than you let on. And I know that because they were intentional about the image they kept up around you. But they weren't very present in your lives. It was like they kept their foot in the door. They kept their hold on you. They made sure they had access to you. They made sure things were copacetic, but they weren't really like down for you like that. And it's like there's a part of you that knew that it wasn't going to be like that, and you couldn't expect that from them. But you just kind of let it go. You didn't want to be the one to bring it up or like delve into emotions. I think you were convincing yourself for a while that you didn't feel anything, or that it just wasn't that deep. But it's always been that deep for both of you. Oh, Jesus. All right. I know some of y'all did not like that. It's always been that deep. I feel like there's always been a very unique connection with you guys, even if you knew how to address it or not. Right? But that's kind of what everything was based on. This kind of connection you didn't really understand, but it was just cool. You guys were cool. Stay cool. Always had this baseline of just being cool. So all this other stuff, you know what was going on. But you still kind of saw them in like a dreamy way. That's the best way I can say it. And when the mask came off, it came off. And it wasn't just like it came off and it was like, whoa, that's how you really are. It's like it came off and they hurt you. And instead of being like, hey, I'm so sorry for hurting you, it was like, if they apologized, it was empty. All things. I don't know why the 5 of coins is giving me empty apology. But if it was an apology, it was empty. Some of them didn't even apologize. They just dipped. Did you wrong. You said something and they just, all right, dipped. Demons. They're battling demons. Like, not real demons, but possibly. Just their own issues, y'all. Battling their own issues. Under that, I have the Knight of Cups. After all of that, then you have the Knight of Cups. These are hidden feelings. And then the 3 of Swords, these are hidden feelings. And let me tell you something. Whoever hurt you is hurt. Or was hurt. Which is kind of confusing me because, like, well, if they hurt you, then how are they hurt? I think losing you was something they were not prepared to really, really do. They weren't prepared to lose you. So whatever happened, they weren't expecting it to happen because they thought their mask was up for a while, and it's like you brought up something or some random event happened. It's like you asked the right questions or you just something, whatever conditions allowed for the truth to come out, they came out. And they weren't ready for it. They weren't planning for it. So when it happened, even though what you found out hurt you or the way they behaved hurt you the most, and you had to deal with the fact that you were hurt and you didn't even know why you were that hurt, they too were so hurt over losing you, they didn't even know why they were hurt over losing you. They didn't even know. But I think for both of you guys, this was the point where you both realized that you guys had feelings. Deeper feelings. I don't think you guys dealt with them right away, but this was the trigger. And I really feel like both of y'all would have been playing games and staying real surface if this hadn't happened. Hey man, there's a reason for everything. That's the ghetto, but there's a reason for everything. Okay. Y'all see how this is a 30-minute reading already? We're not even through all the cards. Okay, Okay, Capricorn. All right. Ooh. Five of Swords is the actual betrayal. This was the thing, right? The King of Swords was the person who did it to you. It's the overview of the situation, what was going on with them. But the actual thing that happened, Ten of Cups fell out, is the Five of Swords, which is what we're about to clarify, okay? This is a lot. If you are in love and not dealing with this, or you've already gotten your message with the career stuff, like, shout out to you. Because I'm telling you right now, this is going into the people who are, like, going through it or second-guessing things right now. I feel like the rest of you have gotten the confirmation you needed. But you can stick around for the tea. Okay. Can I get clarity for the Five of Swords for Capricorn, November 2019? Clarity for the Five of Swords for Capricorn, November 2019. Okay. Alright. Clarity for Five of Swords for Capricorn. Alright. Ooh. Chile. Alright, guys. What are y'all doing here? Death card. Ace of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Sorry. Judgment. And the Page of Cups with the bottom of the deck being the Six of Pentacles. Okay. There's a Capricorn who's watching this. Maybe a couple who don't need to be watching this right now. I'm going to just say that. I'll be hearing my own business, being honest. You know, one time I was doing a reading for my friend, and they were like, tell her not to listen to you. And I was like, I mean, I told her, but I was just like, what the hell? Anyway, there's some Capricorns who are like, is this me? Oh my gosh. I don't know why I feel a need to direct you to the Aries reading. No shade. But that reading is tough. So you might feel like it's shade. But I don't know why I got that. I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, man. Some of you guys realized there was a limit to the way that they could give to you. And I think you had your own self-imposed limit because you were like, well, I don't want to mess up the way things are. Some of you guys didn't want to mess up the way things were. Because you didn't want, okay. Some of you guys, even if you didn't know you had emotions for this person, you were right on the edge of figuring it out. Maybe on the edge of discussing it. Maybe just too many things started happening and it was a shot in the dark, but it wasn't really that dark. Maybe a shot in dim lighting. Maybe. But you were about to address this. You were about to really just go for it, figure some things out. You were really wondering, debating this, etc., etc. And this betrayal just killed it. Either somebody has something else going on, like this whole emotional situation, they had it going on somewhere else with someone else. Or something they did just for you in your head killed the idea of them ever caring about you and ever seeing you seriously. It was like this happened and it was like, this carries so much disrespect that I know damn well you couldn't have ever cared about me the way I thought you did. The way I started to feel like you did. Let's say that. Ain't no way. I don't know why I get freaky things with this Ace of Wands. Some people might have felt like, oh, I was just like sex to you. Or, you know, it was just about, you were just attracted to me. You know, basically you were just horny. I thought it was something, it was just horniness. And you went into defensive mode. You went into the defensive mode. Like, really, it was curtains for the idea of them ever caring. The problem was about this thing that happened. The problem is that the lingering feeling that they cared was still there. It didn't make any sense to you because all of the actions up until that point, it didn't seem like they cared. But I mean, let's still be honest with ourselves and look at the cards. Do you see what I'm saying? You didn't believe in it, but clearly it was present. You see what I'm saying? You stopped believing it maybe, but it was still there. It's still there. But you made a final decision about it because you're like, you know what? I'm not going to run this back where I'm investing in potential or hoping for too much and looking stupid. I'm not looking stupid for anybody else. I got things to do. Some of you guys want healthier relationships. You're not really trying to play games. Okay? But you haven't been able to fully let them go. So either you're thinking about them if they're not in your life right now, or if they're in your life right now, you are just like, it is just taking you over that they're even back. Because you were like, I thought there was no coming back from that. Now they're willing to talk and apologize and invest. What you mean? Some of you guys are wrestling. Oh yeah, the Seven of Swords underneath this Six of Pentacles, and under that is the Knight of Wands. Some of you guys are just sitting here, intentionally holding back because you're waiting on them to screw over. Like you're waiting for their true intentions to come out. Like, okay, you're going to betray yourself soon enough. I just got to lay low. I'm going to accept the love. I'm going to blah, blah, I'm going to watch. But you don't trust it. You're not really giving anything. That's going to be a problem very, very soon for you, to be honest. It's going to be a problem that you're creating for yourself very soon if you're holding back simply because you don't trust them. It's fair not to trust them. But if you're just sitting there, it's really kind of like, it's very, you know, Scorpios and Capricorns are so similar. I was going to say it's really Scorpionic, but it is some Capricorn stuff too to just kind of sit back and just be like, I'm going to wait for you to do what you're going to do. I'm going to just be real observant and let you screw it up on your own. I don't mind being taken out. I don't mind getting attention. I don't mind being pampered. But, you know, I'm going to keep it cool. However, you're also like kind of emotional, like you're more emotionally caught up than you think you are, but you're not focusing on the emotion of it. You're focusing on suspicion. But you're like sitting there letting them talk to you, you know, hanging out with them, trying to observe them and see what they're about. Like, you're clearly intrigued. You're clearly interested. You might barely be dating anymore. You might just be laying low. Like, seems like you want to be here, but you are suspicious out of your mind. Because what they did, they killed the idea that this could ever be possible. Now they're coming back and they're saying, no. You weren't really tripping. I just to get myself together. Now I'm together, though. And you're like, this whole thing. It's almost like this doesn't happen in real life. Like maybe in the movies. But you don't, like, somebody doesn't just screw up that bad. That bad? That bad. I've seen this before with my friends. I know how y'all are. I know how you are. I know your type. You guys don't just come. You're always coming back with a reason. I think you're wrong. And I think you're the exception to the rule. And I don't think you believe it. And I don't blame you for not believing it. I think you're the exception to the way they move. I think they don't move like this. They haven't moved like this with other people. It's like if you look into their history, you could see a history of them really doing people wrong. Now they're like, no, I'm trying to do this right. I've changed. And they're telling the truth. And you're like, I'm not about to be the dummy up in here. I don't feel that much of a need to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. It's also becoming a long reading. So I'm not going to spend too much time on here, but I am going to clarify it. Because I was going to clarify everything. This is wild. Just not going to lie to y'all. There's an Aquarius, a tropical Aquarius needs to see this. So if you know an Aquarius who's going through this, if they have a tropical Aquarius placement, they need to be looking into their sidereal Capricorn video. Or this particular sidereal Capricorn video. I always say listen to your readings. Like some of my favorite readers, like I know one of my favorite readers, I always trust her for my tropical sun sign and my sidereal sun sign. And another reader, I like her tropical moon signs and then my Venus. Tropical and sidereal Venuses. Just, you know, if you don't want to switch things up like that, then don't. But I'm just saying it's possible. But there's a tropical Aquarius placement that probably otherwise wouldn't see this video. Or maybe is going on the intuition of looking at this video who's like, is this me? Because I'm low-key in Aquarius. No, sweets. All these random messages about who should and shouldn't be watching this video. You know, y'all snappy in my reading. All these things coming out. I'm not looking through all that. Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn, November 2019. This reading is wild. I just want to say that personally. Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, they're giving me very specific cards for me, and it's pissing me off. Last shuffle. Okay. Okay, y'all. If you guys hear anything in the background, they're my friends, so be nice. Okay, so for the Ace of Pentacles, first card that fell out was the Three of Swords. And then the King of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles again. Again! Under that is the Death card. And then under that is the Ten of Cups. I can't make this up. I'm very annoyed. I can't make this up! Look at this. Look at this. I'm pissed. Pissed. And Temperance is peeking out from the top of the deck. Listen, man. Whoever's coming in is coming in with the intention of making amends. They're coming in with the intention of fixing what they broke. And they're coming in absolutely sure what they're doing. It's not impulsive. It's very intentional. You got the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, sweetie. That's just double confirmation. They're not playing with you. The Death card underneath that with the Ten of Cups, they're coming with an offer that's meant to last and they're off the games. This death is not the death of the offer. It's the death of the bullshit. They're done. They're not trying to play with you anymore. They're dead serious. They're dead serious. It's almost upsetting, some of you, how clear that message is. Right? Telling you now, some of you guys are going to be watching this and being like, that ain't me. Right? You're gonna be listening to it because you know it could be you and you've gotten the sign and it could be you, but you're gonna be like, nah. But when it happens, you're gonna be like, oh my God, holy God. And you're gonna question it, you're gonna come back here and you're gonna see me tell you, oh no, they're absolutely sure about what they're doing and they mean it wholeheartedly. And you're just gonna be sick. I'm sorry, friends. We got one more thing to clarify. We're going to clarify this Two of Wands, and then we're going to get some advice and dip. I feel like the only reading that was longer than this was Aries. You guys can outlast Aries by a minute or two. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe Sag. Huh. You know, that reading might relate to some of y'all too. If you're a tropical Capricorn, you have any sidereal Sag placements. Or even tropical placements. I'm telling you, man, don't get caught up in these signs and stuff. Go where you're guided, for real. I've watched some videos and I'm like, this ain't nowhere in my chart, baby. Clocked my ass. Just gotta go where you're guided. You do not have to have special abilities and gifts and stuff to be able to know what's good for you. Trust yourself, always. Can I get clarity for the Two of Wands for Capricorn? November 2019. I almost feel redundant. I don't think this clarity is going to take too long. Clarity for the Two of Wands. Yep, redundant. Okay, that's too many cards. I have to keep them. That's a lot of cards, but okay. Death card. Seven of Swords. 10 of Cups. Page of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. That's a lot of cards here, man. Ace of Pentacles. My God, how many more times? 5 of Cups. King of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Underneath that is the Two of Wands. This is a really, okay. It's a really long way of saying that the games are over. And I think you know that. I think intuitively, if you really, really check in with yourself intuitively, you'll know that. But it's going to take starting over. Like, I think you're going to look at this and they're going to be like, we're done with the games, blah, blah, blah. I really want something special with you. Here's my apology. Let's go forward, right? Let's build something. And it's all fine and dandy to hear them talk their mess and get your apologies and all these promises. But then you hit the point where you actually have to make the decision. You actually have to make the decision, right? And when you make that decision, you then are put in a weird position because you have to make a commitment to this. If you say, I accept your apology and okay, let's build something, you have to be an active participant. You can't sit there and be like, not doing that right, or ready to clock this. You have to actually like dive in and experience this. That means you have to trust them. Flag 1. That means that you have to be willing to rebuild the foundation of your relationship and understand that whatever was there before was not solid. I mean, it wasn't, I don't want to say it's not solid, but it was surfaced. It has to go deeper. So you have to like really date this person for real. Yes, right after you apologize to them or they apologize to you. Whatever the case is, reverse the roles if necessary. So you have to decide that you really want to build something and go with the intention of building that foundation, which means that you have to drop the skepticism. You have to trust them. That means you actually have to deal with the pain of what they did to you. That means you actually have to talk to them about the pain that they inflicted. Yikes. The word that you're going to hate, that you're going to need to really get into is vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be honest. Because the bottom line is you're going to be fully expecting that from them because you're not going to be trusting them for anything else, for anything less than that. You cannot ask for something that you are not willing to give. Not when you're actually building a relationship. You want to make it an interview? Tell them it's an interview. But they're coming in, owning up to their mess and apologizing and putting in the work. because they're expecting to build a foundation with you. If that's not what you want, you need to tell them that. Because so long as they're expecting that, okay, if that's what they think is happening, it's not an interview anymore. They got the job. They're just trying to get promoted. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to invest in this. I can't tell you to invest in it. I am telling you that what they're offering is genuine. And if you want it, if you deeply, deeply want it, even if it scares you that you want it, if you want it, you need to commit to it. You cannot hold back from them. It cannot be an unequal, imbalanced give or take. You cannot hold on to all those thoughts that were plaguing you before. You have to drop them and say, okay, I'm willing to build something new with you, period. Period. That's the path I'm choosing. You have to choose that fully. And you have to show up. Some of you guys are going to have a hard time doing that because you're like, how do I do that and brace myself to lose this person? Because it's going to happen. Well, you have to make a full-on decision about this. Under that was the Page of Swords. You have to make a full-on decision and do it and stick to it. It's your decision. But there's a lot of lessons for you in this relationship. There's a lot for you in this relationship that you have prayed for. I think this is the person. If you pray for this person, this is the person you prayed for. And again, that whole not coming in the form you expected, I think you got to a point where you're like, well, I know who I prayed for, and this person doesn't fit the bill. They're going to come back fitting the bill. They might even grow into the person that fits the bill, but this is the person you prayed for. Surprise. Y'all can hate me if y'all want to. Whew, let's get this advice, this long-ass video. And he's like, cousin, not really, girl. I don't care. Wow. Some of you guys are just like, come on. I already know one person in particular who is going to talk to me about this reading. Like, get out of my face. I'm going to be like, sis, I'm sorry, sis. Well, that'll be a fun discussion for me. Some of you guys are happy about this and like very, very happy about this. But I don't think it's going to take away the skepticism. Some of you guys are like, you don't know that you're happy yet because you're just in complete disbelief. And your skepticism is just through the roof. You're like, there's no way. There's no way. You guys are not the kind... Capricorn's not the kind of people to not be realistic about this. So if I'm telling you that something this unrealistic is true, is facts. I'm a Capricorn, y'all. Like, it's facts. Sorry. Don't try to make this shoe fit, because I promise if you try to make it fit, you're going to get yourself hurt. More than likely, if you're rejecting the fact that it fits, it's because it fits. Spirit, can I get advice for Capricorn for November 2019? I'll leave that for the romance reading. I almost want to pull the romance angels, but I'm not even going to do that because this is a general reading and I'm not about to play. And this could apply for people with career. Don't forget, if you have a career and everything's coming together and you just can't trust it because you haven't been able to trust career opportunities before, or it's been really hard getting a job or whatever, yeah, that's for you too, boo. It's real and it's here, and you have to trust yourself. Advice for Capricorn for November 2019. Last shuffling. Whew, yeah, I gotta get out of here, y'all. All right. Giving and receiving. This is the Six of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. 4, this is the Emperor. It says lead. All right, man. Sadness and isolation. This is the 3 of Swords in the regular tarot deck. You have to commit. You cannot ask them to give you something you're not willing to give. You want their honesty, their transparency, their vulnerability, their effort. You have to be willing to give it if you're working in a relationship with each other. This is divine relationship. That means this is what you prayed for. This is what you asked for. This is what you manifested. Came in a different form. Didn't come perfect. Now you got to work at it. I know Capricorns like to work at things, so it's fine. But now you have to work at it. That means you have to commit to putting in what they're putting in. That's going to be hard for you because you're going to feel like they don't deserve it. But they do. And you're going to see why. That doesn't mean, you know, they don't have to work for it. It just means you have to work for it too. You have to heal too. They have a lot of healing to do. You guys have a lot of healing to do while with each other. It's going to take work on both sides. But you have to support each other, not fight each other while trying to have sex. I'm not going to do it. Lead. This is the Emperor card. This is your person. Honestly, I feel like this is trusting that person to take the lead. Trusting them to guide this relationship where they want it to go. Trusting that they're not running it into the ground. That this isn't a joke. That nobody's playing with you. That you can trust them to be everything they say they're going to be. I feel like this, you can trust this person to guide this relationship in the way you want it to go. Because they're that serious. They're that serious. It's okay to express your concerns. They're going to take them into account. It's okay to be vulnerable with them. They want to be there for you. It's okay to express how mad you are and to express how much you love them, how to express where you're at all times. Like, it's okay to depend on this person. Some of you guys need to know that. It's not unsafe to trust this person. I'll leave that. Sadness and isolation. Okay. This Three of Swords. This is you coming out of this pain and not being so comfortable, being sad and isolated and being lonely, not being so comfortable that you unintentionally choose it all over again when your person is sitting there in your face because you don't believe that you can trust them. Don't choose this. You've already been in this energy. Don't choose this because you're too scared to trust where this is headed. It will hurt you. You will regret it. Don't do this alone. Do this with your soulmate. I cannot believe this reading's almost an hour. Can't be doing that. But, hope this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, for supporting my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Honey Priestess. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And then tell your friends to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.